Hello everyone and welcome to another timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Jeskai control deck because I don't think we've done a pure control deck as of recent in this channel, so that's why I'm going to be taking a look at a Jeskai control deck today. So compared to last time, the Jeskai control deck did get a new tool called the Prismatic Ending. It is a sin for this card to exist as a mythic card, by the way. But it is a really nice card for the deck because it does allow you to exile things like Blood Moon, which is nice. And since we are also going to be playing Prismatic Ending compared to before, where we didn't have any domains in the deck, since we are going to have to splash some colors for the Prismatic Ending anyways, we also have Leyline Binding in the deck, which can also answer things like Omniscience. So to make rooms for Leyline Bindings and Prismatic Ending compared to the Jeskai control that I played before with things like Strict Proctors and Doorkeeper Thrall, we're not even going to play them. But instead, we're going to be playing Solitudes as well, which also didn't exist in the deck before. So now we have Flage, Solitude, and Null Drifters, which can all be cheated out with Stifles in the deck as well. Now, interestingly enough, we are actually not playing Galvanic Discharge in the deck, as well as Wrath of the Skies as a result, since we don't actually have any ways of generating energy in the deck. So instead of Wrath of the Skies, we're just going to be playing Supreme Verdict, which is something that's actually necessary in the current metagame, just because there's a lot of frogs at the moment. But instead, against the Boros Energy, in the sideboard, we do still play Temporary Lockdown, which is going to be our primary way of getting rid of everything that's on the board. And even if they do Static Prison it, we do have things like Prismatic Ending, Leyline Binding, or even Stifle to get rid of that as well. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Thomas Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay. Let's just play out the Xander's Lounge and pass. Temple Garden. I see. Let's see. I do want the Flage. I don't think I want another Brainstorm anymore. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that. A Johnny.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
I could try to set up a One Ring next turn, but I think I'm just gonna go Flage here on the Ajani. Boom. If I can get an untapped land, I might also go to Fairy and Leyline Binding on the token. Like, that's something I can do. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be a Birthing Ritual deck. Okay, so I'll Binding the Birthing Ritual. Guess we just have to pass. Yeah, it really sucks the way this works, right? Because opponent, as soon as they end the main, second main phase, like, it'll just trigger everything. Okay, deck. I do not need more Flage. Thank you very much. I don't need this many Flage. I do, however, need a Supreme Verdict, though. This is a great matchup. It's actually the kind of matchup that we want to see. Wait, you really didn't play anything? Huh. Binding. I think we have to Supreme Verdict here. Ragavan. I'll say no to that. So you know what's funny? I actually played a banned control deck recently. And the deck was so slow that first game took 20 minutes. That's actually great. Arena. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I don't have I don't have another red, white mana. Yeah, the first game took 20 minutes. And I still couldn't finish. Like, the deck was just so slow. Like, if you're not splashing red for something like Flage, the control deck just takes forever to win. So yeah, it's really bad. Okay, so this is why they couldn't actually get anything done. I see. I see, I see. Null Drifter. The Null Drifter. I don't think I need Teferi anymore. I think I can win with this. I should have probably gotten rid of Flage actually. Flage comes out. Another white mana. I don't think I can hold on to mana drain here. Oh, I can. Nice. Yeah, it's just like why play Band when I can play Jeskai? The games just go by so fast. We want temporary lockdowns and a copy of Soul Guide Lantern. I'm actually like unsure if I even need Soul Guide Lanterns, to be fair. Yeah, I don't really necessarily think we need Soul Guide Lantern. We have so many exile spells that we probably don't need it. Do I want Stifles? Stifle? I'm gonna say no to Stifle. I'll also go down on a Teferi. Hmm. Interesting hand. Man, it's always Ragavans, huh? Always Ragavans. Always Ragavans. I actually drew into a Solitude, which is kind of nice. Let's actually just get rid of the Null Drifters. Okay, in response, what are they gonna do? Amped Raptor, pretty strong. Okay, let's put the Null Drifters back on top. Ah, this is not good. Like, how come my brainstorms always gets me stuck, man? How? How does that happen?
Nothing.
I feel like it happens way too often, right? What? You play Blood Moon in your Naya deck? Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Let's play a Teferi. Okay. So the priority, just get every single basic lands out, and we should be good. Another one like this? My god. Okay. So white with this, and then blue, and we should be good. We do need to find another white. How do they have Ragavan every single time? How? How do they do that? Yeah, how do they do that? Lage? I'm actually surprised they didn't play anything. So... get another white? I think I'll just cycle the Teferi here. Yeah, let's just cycle the Teferi here.
Here we go.
And if they want to kill the Teferi, they would just they would have to haste it in onto Teferi, which isn't, you know, I don't think it's that great. Wait, you don't haste it in? Wow. Okay.
To the hunt.
That's actually insane for me.
Here goes nothing.
So I can do an instant speed Supreme Verdict, but that could be dangerous if they have a way to kill the Ajani at instant speed. I mean, one of the cat tokens. That is way too dangerous. Another Ragavan.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Oslo Pride. Okay, we got one ring. That is fantastic. I kind of want to have Arena of Glory, but I don't want to get rid of these, I guess. Yeah, let's just go one ring here. Also got a Solitude. Birthing Ritual. Okay. Mana Drain. Nice. Okay. Okay. I think this game is over, right? Ajani, let's just counter that so we don't have to really worry about the Ajani. Into an Oslo Pride. Draw 2. Arena. Can I escape it? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this deck is let me just say energy killer. That is fat keep. Whoa, mirror? Potential mirror angle. I think we get rid of Tapa, Teferi, and Spell Snare, right? Interesting. If I can get one land, that'd be nice. Then I can go to Fairy and to Spell Snare. Oh, this is Omnitel. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to find our counter spell. We are gonna have to find some counter spells here. Four colors. What? 4 colors. Looking for a land. Nice. Whoa, Dictator Time. I thought they were gonna have a counter spell there. Yeah, I thought they were gonna have a counter spell there. I think I still have to plus the Teferi, right?
I know my responsibility. This might be a bad idea.
Veil of Summer. If I have Leyline here, we would be able to get rid of this, but... Sigh. If we had a Leyline here, they would have just lost the game. Because we had these stupid Supreme Verdicts, couldn't do anything. Okay, so High Noons, Disruptor Flutes, Mystical Disputes, Spell Pierces, and Soul... I don't... Do I need Soul Guy Lanterns? Probably not. Null Drifter... Okay, Soar's out for sure. I don't think we need Prismatic Ending. Unlucky. Opponent tops. One ring. We need hates. We need High Noon, Disruptor Flute, things like that. Currently our hand is so bad. This is after mulliganing too, which is so sad. Oh boy. We need like... Okay, we have a lot of good top decks, right? We have Binding, Mystical Disputes, Mana Drain, High Noon, Disruptor Flutes, and Spell Pierces. Or Brainstorm as well. Currently, we are about to lose the game. If we don't draw another counterspell. Okay, at least we got a Binding, which is nice. I think we're just looking for a, okay, Spell Snare is actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Okay, that's actually very interesting. They play Counterspell. Spell Snare you. If they go Veil of Summer, I have to Spell Pierce this. Brainstorm. Disruptor Flute, okay. Can I even win with Flage? I do want to get a land down. Okay, let's actually do it like that. They have a Spell Pierce. So we know that opponent at least has Show and Tell in hand, otherwise they wouldn't have used the Spell Pierce there. I probably should have used the flute on opponent's turn. But yeah, this is a very, very bad matchup. When you're playing a control deck like this, you'd never want to run into a Show and Tell. Because it's like almost impossible to win. Since they can just play four Veil of Summers and 4 Thoughtseizes. Like that. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. What is my opponent playing? See what they are playing. Undercity Sewer. Giving me show and tell vibes here. Yep, giving me... Oh no, it's a Reanimator. Get rid of that. Yeah, I knew this was coming because the way they grabbed an island into a swamp. Funny enough. Brainstorm. So my opponent can technically play Oculus right now. This is pretty aggressive, the way they did a double brainstorm. Okay, my opponent really wants to get the Harbinger out. Let's try to brainstorm into something here. Swords. Nice. I think I don't want the Steam Vent. I'll see if I want to top a brainstorm. We'll see. It's kind of annoying they play a Harbinger. I don't have a mountain in this deck. Yeah, I actually don't have a mountain in this deck. Okay. I'm gonna try to put the Flage into the graveyard. I'll just play out a land and pass. Spells there are so good. I think it actually might be my favorite spell. Nice. So they're playing some kind of a Reanimator plus Harbinger shenanigans. Let's have a Soul Guy Lantern. Mystical Disputes. I'm not sure about the Spell Pierce, but I'll have a Spell Pierce, but I think one is enough. One is probably gonna be enough. Let me see here. All the exile spells. I can see myself cutting a One Ring. I can also see myself cutting Binding as well. Yeah, because like I don't want to be drawing into Binding and then forced to fetch things like Xander's Lounge and Sparrow's Headquarter. Like that sounds awful. We'll see about this one. I don't quite like it, but we got pretty good quality of cards. I think I am going to brainstorm now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna brainstorm now. Because I don't want to get Orcish Bowmastered. We'll put the Flage on top. And we'll draw into a Mana Drain. This way we can put the Flage to the bottom with the Elegant Pallor. We'll see. Disruptor Flute. On what? On a Mana Drain or the One Ring? Okay, One Ring. The opponent decides to pass. Another Disruptor Flute, man. I think I will actually counter this. Psychic Frog. Okay, another Mana Drain. Wait, it used colorless. It doesn't work, right, if I use colorless? I almost got... actually gotten. What is it doing? Oh my god. I actually got, like... What is this? Holy crap. I got so... Oh my god. No way that just happened.
I'll show restraint. Oh, I've done
I'm so mad.
before.
I'm actually so mad. No freaking way that just happened. I even like manually tapped too, but because of the mana drain, that is so stupid. I can't believe that just happened. Actually can't believe it. Interesting. They're so scared of Teferi that... White, blue... I literally did -1 card. I actually just did -1 card. Okay, this is actually my misplay. I should have played the Teferi on my second main phase.
Sorry I'm late.
Let's just actually plus.
Let's try this.
Double frog.
That's more like it.
Yeah, I should keep that in case of a Harbinger. Alright, GG's, opponent, GG's. Okay, sure. Ooh, is this show and tell again? Is this show and tell again? I do have double binding in case of a show and tell here. Yeah, if they go show and tell, I have double binding. Yeah, definitely seems like a show and tell, right? Very show and tell angle here. My hand is so bad against show and tell except for the late line bindings. Like all of these cards on the right side, terrible. Sure, that's actually fine because binding doesn't get Kozilek. This is why I never play Kozilek main deck. I think you just get rid of a swords. I'm gonna need to draw like a brainstorm or something here. Because we are struggling. My opponent tops it. That's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Is it a dig through time? Show and tell. Omniscience, Demonic Tutor, another show and tell. So they can grab a show and tell and an Omniscience this time. So freaking lucky. Yeah, we're gonna need to draw some like counter spells or something. Our hand is so bad. Wait, does that mean you have another show and tell in hand? That would be so bad. Oh, that's actually good. Wait, that's actually good. Hold up.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. No, I am not making this up as I
So
go.
even if they show and tell an Omniscience down, I can binding in response and they can't really play anything on top of Omniscience due to the leyline binding stack. Problem here is that they have a demonic tutor. And we have a bunch of Flage. I'm actually surprised that they decided to show and tell here again. I think I put the Flage down, right? Since I can just play the binding on stack. Yeah, they can't react to it because the fairy. Yep, Teferi. Teferi says no. So they could have, what they could have done is they could have gone Waterlock Teaching, right? Into, what is it called? Born Upon the Wind, and then they can Demonic Tutor, like on stack, right? But you can't do that with Teferi around. Problem is, if they have another Omniscience, they can Demonic Tutor. So we have to actually, like, we need to draw into our stuff here. Ah, we still don't have anything.
Don't worry, I got this.
We're a control deck, but we just can't draw a single counterspell. Okay, as long as this last card they have isn't something like too crazy, even if they get a Omniscience down here, they might not be able to go off. So hopefully that's actually the case here. We keep drawing bad cards like Prismatics and Swords. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, dude.
I've got time.
Oh! There is a god. Honestly, this matchup is way too tough. Like, what is this? This matchup is actually way too hard. What did they get with the Masterminds? I actually didn't see what they got. I think we just let this go, right? And then mana drain their show and tell. Oh my god, Force of Vigor? Holy crap, we almost lost the game. Thank you, Arena of Glory. You know what's funny? If they had a Crescent Script, I actually would have lost. Yeah, this matchup is way too difficult. Swords, no. Spell Pierce, yup. Mystical Dispute, yup. High Noons, yup. Prismatic Ending out. Swords out. Supreme Verdict's out as well. We'll try that. Okay, Mana Drain, great. Disruptor Flute, great. This is a great hand. Spell Pierce would have also been great as well here. Let's go. Watery Grave. Oh, that sucks. Mana Drain, no. Sometimes I wish this deck had Mystical Archive. Boom. Show and tell. My hand is awful now that this happened. I wonder if you're supposed to have some Leyline of Sanctity, you know? I don't know how many like discard spells they play, but yeah. Stifle. Nope. Now, I don't suppose they would be playing a counterspell of their own, right? There's just no way? Would they? Okay. I decided not to play the Teferi. Because I think Teferi, like, Teferi getting countered would be worse for me. Oh, do they... Ah, no. Are we dead? Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's just so hard to beat them. Yeah, they just got it. Maybe they don't have any tutor spells. How many counter spells do we play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then binding is also a way to win through an omniscience. And then high noon. I mean, that I feel like that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's a lot. Can't seem to get it though. Just can't seem to get those cards together. Okay, this hand is actually great since now I can hide the mana drain as well. Come to think of it, we haven't gotten a Stifle in our opening hand. Not once. Would have been sick. Wonder if I'm supposed to just play Island here. Because I want to save the Scalding Tarn for the Brainstorm. But if I play the Scalding Tarn and they force out, like, you know, Thoughtseize or something like that, then I would have to mana drain. Then I have to crack my land. Yeah, this matchup is so difficult. It is actually insane how difficult it is. My opponent puts it on top. Okay, now we Scalding Tarn. I really don't like this board, by the way. I don't like this board. If I can get a early one ring down, that'd be nice. I'll just brainstorm here. We got one ring. Do I want to one ring here? We'll see. Okay. My turn. Double mana drain. I think I'll try to go for that same plan again with the Teferi with double binding. Yeah?
Isn't a fight you can win. Trust me, I have a plan.
My opponent is 10 minutes down compared to me. Okay, Thoughtseize. That's actually not that good for me because I really needed that second binding. But they have a Thoughtseize here, which is not good for me. I need to actually draw a land. That's what I need. I need to draw a land here. Surprised they still went for show and tell here. I think I'm gonna go for the ring. It is actually kind of risky to go for the ring though. Ah, they went for Aatroxa. They got a Croissant's Grip. Omniscience. Oh my god, their hand is actually insane. Their hand is actually insane. So I actually need to draw a land here. Man, if I actually went for the One Ring, we would have been in such a better spot, but like for some reason I thought maybe they would just play out the Omniscience there. They also got a defense grid, so I really need to draw land here. It's so important that I draw land. Blue land too. Oh, we got a High Noon. Interesting. So we can go for High Noon,
I'll protect you.
which only lets opponent play 1 card per turn. Abrupt Decay. That's really good. I need a land. I need a land.
I've got it.
Okay, we got Marina of Glory. I probably have to mana drain. If I had more like counter spells in my hand, like I'd feel safe, but I just, I don't have that. That is actually pretty disgusting. They get another Crosson's Grip. Okay, they ran out of time. By the way, they are down so much time compared to me. They're down 12 minutes. Opponent is down 12 minutes. Where are my counter spells at? Binding? Oh, that's actually pretty good, right? So I can do Arena of Glory plus... Okay, I think I see what I need to do here.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
So I'm gonna wait for them to fetch with the Scalding Tarn. And then I'm going to Disruptor Flute on opponent's turn. Okay, well, now that happened, they put a tap land there. I'll Disruptor Flute. Show and Tell. And I'll just sit back here, and then with the Solitude, I'll exile the Atroxa. What a mess of a game, right? What a mess of a game. Assemble the team. The only reason I'm even alive is because of this One Ring. Like, this deck gets carried by the One Ring so much. It's actually insane. It is actually insane. Where are my counter spells? What is this? Okay, we finally found one of them, but holy crap. Do I want to play out Solitude with the Mystical Dispute here? Like, what if they have another Thoughtseize?
I've got it.
I think I just pass. My opponent has less than 9 minutes left, but I think this game is going to be over before opponent runs out of time, but who knows? They've taken twice as long. I can't quite use my Mystical Dispute here either. Teferi is kind of hard carrying too. Frozen Script, sure. Let's put out the Solitude. Gotta find my counter spells. Still no counter spells, huh? Still no counter spells. I think I am going to play this out. And do this.
This might be a bad idea.
27 cards remaining. Double Spell Pierce, double Spell Snares, High Noon, Disruptor Flute, double Mana Drain, all hiding at the bottom. It's actually crazy. I think I still have to do this. Otherwise, no, actually... If I Mystical Dispute... It's gonna be 4 mana, right? That's gonna be exactly enough to counter Show and Tell. Nice. Okay, 2 Show and Tell's gone. I found a Spell Pierce. I guess I just put that up. Okay, next turn, we try to win the game. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If opponents saw my hand, I don't think they would have surrendered because where are my counter spells? Okay, maybe the deck needs more counter spells. What do you guys think? Okay, so we played some games today with this deck. We went 4-2, losing to a Soren combo deck and a Show and Tell deck. So it does definitely seem that Show and Tell is an extremely hard matchup. Soren deck, I'm not even gonna talk about it because no deck can really beat that deck at the moment. But for the Show and Tell deck, I don't know. I am boarding in 2 Spell Pierces, 2 High Noons, 2 Disruptor Flutes, and Mystical Dispute. But even then, it's kind of hard to actually beat that deck. Yeah, now that I'm really looking at the sideboard, I mean, it is a 7-card sideboard that I'm bringing in just for that match. But despite that, it's still pretty hard because they have so many uncounterable spells that it is really difficult to pilot and win against them. One thing I realized after playing, maybe we should have like a different exile spell, maybe something like surgical. So maybe instead of something like maybe a temporary lockdown. Our deck is already pretty good against a creature deck, right? So we beat 2 energy decks today with Flage, Supreme Verdicts, and we sideboard in some temporary lockdown as well. So I feel like I think we can slot in a surgical here, which does kind of make sense for this meta. Since we have things like Flage to exile, we have Show and Tell to exile, things like that. And there's some shifting woodland decks running around as well. And another thing that I kind of missed was a Mystic Sanctuary. It's really awkward, right? Like, just imagine slotting in a copy of a Mystic Sanctuary in a deck with 2 copies of Plains and Arena of Glory. Like, I just don't think that's gonna work out. And finally, Teferi has been absolutely amazing today. One Ring and Teferi together kind of carried me the game versus the Show and Tell opponent. Like, especially like they Show and Tell, put an Omniscience down, but because the static ability says each opponent can only cast as a sorcery spell, they couldn't do things like Born Upon a Wind and stuff like that. So once the Teferi stuck with some like ley line bindings together, like it was so good. And one last thing is Null Drifter. Should you be playing Null Drifter in the deck? The thing about versus something like Dig Through Time. Well, the thing was, I actually didn't see Null Drifter once. So even if I had Dig Through Time, it actually wouldn't have mattered. Think you're actually supposed to play the Null Drifter instead of the Dig Through Time just because it clashes with the Flage too much. And at the same time, the Null Drifter also has some synergy with the Stifle and Teferi, right? So lastly, you do also have some synergy with the Mana Drain as well. So that's a really good mana sink, in my opinion. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.